Hi there, welcome to ENFP Mail. I'm going to make a video today that's very different from my usual videos where I interview people or I make explainer videos about each animals or functions or different types. Today is my birthday. I turned 37 today. And I think now is a good time for me to kind of just reflect back, into my life. And it's kind of interesting because when I turned 37 at midnight, I started feeling a little bit blue. Like I wasn't depressed or sad or anything, but I felt definitely blue. Like my energy definitely dipped, and I was definitely feeling, overwhelmed. I think, and I think that's a theme that I've been feeling since the pandemic started. Is I've been feeling overwhelmed. Like I am happy that I have this opportunity right now to kind of test drive the kind of life that I've always wanted to live. And one of my dreams is to work 100% for myself and don't no longer have to go to an employer. I mean, I work in the fitness industry. That's my day job, and I do like it to an extent. But I think in my current life right now, I like it more as a hobby than my full-time job. So at some point in the future, I would like to drop fitness as my full-time gig and just have it as like a side hobby. Like I go to the fitness center once a week and train a few clients that I enjoy training, teach a spin class. And from there, I will just leave it at that. And the rest of my time, I will just spend working for myself. And I do enjoy what I'm doing right now in terms of work. Like with ENFP Mail, I enjoy, the interviews. The interviews are very enjoyable. I learn a lot from different people, and it's definitely helping me get over some biases or stereotypes that used to be in my head. And getting the information straight from the source of each type is very rewarding for me. Like I feel really good just learning from the people themselves and hearing about their stories and hearing about their journey and struggles. And you meet all sorts of people when you do interviews. So for me, like, sometimes I have an interview where it's like really deep and we have like an in-depth conversation, where sometimes we're just talking shit and having fun, and that's completely cool too. So regardless of the interview style or whoever I'm interviewing, there's always something to learn from them, which I really enjoy. So the explainer videos are a little bit tough for me, just because I have to use my introvert sensing. So I feel like it's quite a challenge. It's definitely very draining. I'm actually, to be perfectly honest, I can't wait to finish all these damn explainer videos. They're just so like draining to make. Like for me, I have to use my SI to put it together. I know I have BLAS as savior, but like it's like right in the bottom, right? Like my SI is my fourth. So, even though it's a savior, even though like I use it, it still drains the hell out of me. So which is kind of interesting since it's a savior. But I'm working on that NF play video right now, and oh my god, like I am just so overwhelmed. Like this video it's like the hardest video I've ever made so far in terms of like the explainer video. So I've been feeling like quite overwhelmed this like past few week, just starting to research for it. Like I've watched so many videos now on the INTPs, ENTPs, ESFJs, and ISFJs, trying to really like hone down like what is NF play and how does it work. So I'm almost done putting together my research information on NF play. Watching all those classes from Dave and Shan's classes, as well as the people that I've interviewed in the past, and just people that I know in my personal life who are, one of those types, like ENTPs, INTPs, ESFJs, and ISFJs, and kind of trying to understand how that NF play works. So, that video is going to come up soon. It might take me some time just because, like I said, it's very challenging. And honestly, it just makes me feel like overwhelmed. And I think, like I said at the start of this video, is that the feeling of being overwhelmed is kind of like the theme since the pandemic started, because, I finally have the chance to live the life that I want, which is like, working on creating original content in my ENFP Mail YouTube channel and my travel YouTube channel. And it's not what I thought it was gonna be, to be honest. It's like, I had like a fantasy in my head of like what it was gonna be. It's like, it was gonna be so cool. I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna make this like super creative video. I'm gonna make like super great explainer videos that's really gonna, it's gonna be fun to watch and you're gonna learn a lot. But man, putting those together are like such a pain in the ass. Jesus Christ. Like, Now, with that being said, even though it's a pain in the ass, I feel like I'm growing personally putting them together. So it's not like I wasted my time putting them together. There's definitely a lot of personal growth putting those together, and I feel like my video editing skills has improved since I started doing it. But it's definitely a challenge. Like it's definitely not easy, and it's definitely work in progress. My goal one day is to be able to make videos like there's a guy, I think he's an ENFP, his name's Johnny Harris, and he makes those explainer videos. Like those kind of videos is my dream. Like I would love to get to that point where I can make like an explainer video to his quality, like that would be amazing. So obviously it's gonna take some time, not gonna happen overnight, and I'm willing to put in the time. But that's the other thing that's overwhelming me too, is because like in 3 years I plan on like me and my girlfriend have already talked about they're possibly getting married and having kids in 3 years. So I'll be 40 by then, which I think is probably a a good time to get started with that. And I'm overwhelmed because there's still a lot of things I want to do before that happens, before I get married and have kids. So I feel like, oh Jesus Christ, I don't have enough time, I'm running out of time. And then when I turned 37, like I think that's what was making me feel overwhelmed, was like, oh my God, the clock is ticking, like tick tock, time is up, Kendrick, your time is up. So and I feel so tired a lot of times because I'm like putting all this time to make the ENFP male video as well as my travel video. So I'm not putting out just ENFP male videos. I have a travel YouTube channel too, right? And I have a blog too, so I'm making blog posts. So in total, in a week, I put out about like 6 YouTube videos per week, and 3 blog posts per week. And then on top of that, I have like a TikTok for my travel stuff too, and I put out like freaking like 21 TikTok videos a week, as per Gary V's advice, 3 TikToks a day to get get the ball rolling with that, because that's like a it's kind of like the pandemic. The pandemic's like a black swan event, and I feel like TikTok right now is also a black swan what I call it, like opportunity. So like if you're a content creator and you want to get ahead really quickly, I think TikTok is it's one of those like rare opportunities to do that, just because of the organic growth. So I'm like really like putting out content there right now, and I suck at SF stuff, so it's like a pain in the ass for me to put this together. But work in progress, obviously. On a more serious note, like one of the things that like has left me bummed kind of during the whole pandemic is using that SF sleep. And part of SF sleep, or using your sleep animal in general, is like setting boundaries with people. So during the whole pandemic, I feel like some of my friends that I grew up with, I've had to cut them out, and it doesn't feel good. They're I feel like they're toxic to me, so I felt like cutting them out was the right choice. And sometimes it was a good decision, sometimes it was bad. And when it was bad, I obviously went back and tried to repair that relationship, obviously putting parameters so that I don't feel like I'm getting poisoned by spending time with that person as much as possible. But they're still my friends, so I still care about them, and finding that happy medium, right? So for me, the happy medium is like, okay, some of those toxic friends that I have, like that I still care about regardless of how toxic they are, or family member, I'll see them like 3 or 4 times a year. That's it. Like see them on birthdays, Christmas, special occasions, and that's it. And it's sad because I'd love to spend more time with them, but obviously, where we are in life is different, and and yeah, they don't understand me, and they think I don't understand them, and it is what it is, right? That's just how life is. Sometimes it's sad that you kind of have to part ways, or really put a distance with some people that you really care about, and yeah, I don't like it, but it is what it is. So that's one of the things that I've learned during the pandemic, is like setting boundaries, and just accepting the fact that you can care for people but still like put a distance between you and that person. So not my favorite thing in the world to do, definitely not. And then the third thing is like just going for it. Like right now, the pandemic's there, I'm collecting employment insurance at work, so I'm only working part-time while I'm collecting employment insurance until because I work in the fitness industry, and right now we're not operating at full capacity. So I don't think I can get full-time hours until September when everyone gets vaccinated. So right now I have this like rare moment where I can actually, focus and like crank out content online. But a lot of times I feel so exhausted because, it takes a lot of effort to put out like that much content that I'm putting out. I'm putting out 6 videos a week plus 3 blog posts and all those TikTok videos. And I'm also working part-time. So if I wasn't working part-time, I think it would be okay. But because I'm working part-time, like I'm just like killing myself, expending energy to, crank out all this content. But at some point this is going to end because September comes right along and I have to go back to full-time work and I won't be able to put out as much content then. So I'm trying to put out as much content right now as possible to build up my channels and my blog, while I have the opportunity to do so. So it's kind of like that song by Eminem, like you got one shot, one opportunity. Are you going to take it or are you going to let it slip? And, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm not going to let it slip. I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to jump on it. And at some point, I'd love to be able to systematize it. So like I'm not killing myself working on it. But that's obviously still work in progress. And it's going to take a while for me to get to the point where I can just, working on those online content is not going to take as much energy. It's not going to kill me. I'm already seeing some benefit actually, because now I notice that when I'm editing videos, it takes less energy now just because I'm getting used to the whole process. But it's still, it's still a very tiring thing to do. So it's not going to be something that's going to be easy, obviously. And I'm always trying to push the boundaries, trying to learn more, trying to upgrade my skills. So, work in progress. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this rant, or not really rant, but this birthday ramble that I'm doing right now. Yeah, stay tuned for the NF Play video that's gonna come up either this week or next week. I have a lot of interviews lined up as well, so I'm actually looking forward to the interviews because I want to take a short break from creating those explainer videos because they're really exhausting. But I will finish all of them. So right now I just have the NF Play video to go, and NT Sleep, and F Sleep, and ST Sleep. So once I'm done those, then I'm good to go. Anyways, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.